importance of agriculture being one of the key pillars in Uasin Gishu County's success. Not just that, we've equally had from Governor B's administration over the past few days, as my colleagues Dennis Aseto and Suleiman Yeri have been camped there. They have been interrogating him on his administration's need to equip health facilities with modern machines, including intensive care unit and high dependency unit at the Burnt Forest Sub-County Hospital in Ainabkoi Olare Ward. Those are some of the landmark achievements that have been done so far by Governor B's administration. But remember, it's not just to do with the county governor. This is definitely a first in terms of a significant step, a leap in history of our nation and that particular region, sort of reflecting the remarkable process and progress that Eldoret has made through the commitment and hard work of its residents. And we will definitely bring you the live pictures from Eldoret Sports Club. Right now, it's all to do with fanfare, a little bit of entertainment. As you can see, dancers taking to the stage, trying to entertain the masses that are already gathered at Eldoret Sports Club as they await the granting of that official charter by President William Ruto to Eldoret town that will soon become a city. And just earlier on, I highlighted that the Olympic champions will be making their way to Eldoret Sports Lodge, or rather later on to the State Lodge, and then later on to the sports club. We'll definitely be celebrating with our Olympic medalists who definitely flew the Kenyan flag high, and most of them are associated with Uasin Gishu County, it being the home of champions. Just to mention a few of the gold medalists we will be celebrating as Eldoret transitions into a city. Of course, Faith Kipyegon, who marked an Olympic record in the 1500 meters race during the Paris Olympics, bagging the gold medal and equally bagging a 5,000 meters silver medal in the Olympics. Equally, we will be celebrating Beatrice Chebet, who got 2 gold medals, 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. We'll be celebrating Emmanuel Wanyonyi, 800 meters gold medalist in the Paris Olympics. Those are the gold medalists. Let's take a look at those who bagged silver. Faith Kipyegon equally bagged silver in the 5,000 meters race. Ronald Kwemoi bagged silver in the 5,000 meters race for the men. On to bronze, Faith Jerotich got the bronze medal in the 3,000 meters steeplechase. Helen Obiri got bronze in the women's marathon. Benson Kipruto was able to get the bronze medal in the men's marathon, and Abraham Kibiwot equally got the bronze medal in the 3,000 meters steeplechase and Mary Morar equally got bronze in the 800 meters race, the women's race. And as you can see, live pictures there from the State Lodge in Eldoret, where the Olympic game champions are set to have breakfast with the head of state and the Kenya Kwanza administration. The red carpet, of course, has been rolled out in honor of the Olympic champions, who later on will be making their way to the Eldoret Sports Club. As you can see right there, the stage is set as they anticipate the arrival later on of President William Ruto and key leaders in the Kenya Kwanza administration who will be joining the president as he confers Eldoret town with the city status. Of course, KTN will be there to bring you live pictures, blow-by-blow account of what exactly will be playing out, even as the masses are seated, waiting, anticipating for the Eldoret City launch. Remember, you can equally converse with us on social media at KTN Home, at KTN News, using the hashtag Eldoret City Launch. If you're a resident of Eldoret, do tell us what exactly you're looking forward to in terms of this transition, in terms of the unlimited opportunities that might come with this transition from a town to a city. Do share with us your feedback and we'll definitely sample some of them. But as you can see right there, President William Ruto just exiting the Eldoret State Lodge accompanied by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and equally Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula. So the President is set to perhaps usher in the Olympic champions who will be making their way to the Eldoret State Lodge, not the State House in Eldoret. And there you can see the red carpet has been rolled out. The President anticipating the arrival of the Olympic champions, those who definitely flew the Kenyan flag high and represented us to become and emerge the first country in Africa during the Olympic 2024 contest that was held in Paris, France. And there you can see the Kenyan flag being held high by, I think that's the team captain, if I'm not wrong, Faith Kipyegon, who marked an Olympic record in the 1500 meters race, equally marking a record to become the first lady to win consecutive gold medals in the 1500 meters in the Olympics. There you have it, smiles being shared between the Olympic champion and President William Ruto, even as Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua looks on and Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, is equally in attendance. Remember, it's not just Faith Kipyegon who is representing Team Kenya. We have our Olympic champions who are equally lined up right there, proudly displaying the Kenyan colors on the official kit of the Olympic champions. Let's just listen in to the national anthem as we celebrate Eldoret City.
We now will have the athletes proceed to be welcomed by His Excellency as the captain, Faith Kipyegon, introduces each one of them.
State Lodge in Eldoret town, soon to become a city, as our Olympic champions are greeted by President William Ruto, who has just concluded his three-day tour of the Gusii region. He concluded it yesterday and made his way to Eldoret, particularly the Eldoret State Lodge. As you can see, some of the Kenyan Olympic champions just greeting President William Ruto, including Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Remember, during the just concluded Paris 2024 Olympics, we definitely did send out a strong team to compete, coming back positioned 17th worldwide in terms of the medal rankings and equally positioned first in Africa. Those are some of the team members from the rugby team just greeting the president, equally some of the other team members. But let me just take you through some of the gold Olympic champions that we welcomed back to the country a few days ago and were able to make their way to the State Lodge right now, and later on will be making their way to Eldoret Sports Club for that all-important event where Eldoret Town will be conferred upon the city status. We have Faith Kipyegon, Kenyan team captain, who of course got an Olympic record in the 1500 meters race, bagging the gold medal as well. We equally have Beatrice Chebet, who got 2 gold medals in the 5,000 meter and 10,000 meters race. Emmanuel Wanyonyi, who made us proud in the 800 meters race. Those were the gold medalists during the just concluded Paris 2024 Olympics. And of course, some of these Olympians are closely associated with Eldoret Town, soon to become city. And mind you, that is the home of champions. So they are closely related to this all-important occasion as Eldoret will be transitioning to the city status. Well, they're set to have a photo op with the head of state, of course, even as President William Ruto just banters with, I think that's Wanyonyi right there, the 800 meters champion, who definitely made Kenya proud. And as you can see, they are wearing the Kenyan flag, the Kenyan colors, the official kit of the Olympic team, even as President William Ruto, of course, banters with them before the official photo op. But that's what's happening at Eldoret State Lodge before they'll transition to the Eldoret Sports Club, which is the host of today's auspicious event, all to do with Eldoret transitioning from a town to a city. As we've seen, the champions have been hosted at Eldoret Sports Lodge, and the new city will be marking that event at Eldoret Sports Club. And as I just informed you earlier, this has been a journey, not just by the county government, but equally with the national government in collaboration with private sector and the local community. And it will truly open up unlimited potential that Eldoret Town can tap into, bearing in mind their agricultural potential, bearing in mind sports tourism, which is equally a big thing currently, bearing in mind Kenya has emerged victorious in the African continent during the just concluded Paris Olympics. And that's why we are celebrating our Olympic team that represented us and flew the Kenyan flag high. But as I mentioned, agriculture is equally a key component in terms of the pillars within Uasin Gishu County. Not just that, they will be looking towards embracing the challenges that will come with this new city status, because it's all not fun and fair. They will definitely need to hit the ground running and embrace the challenges as they are expected to deliver enhanced public services to the common Mwananchi, develop even more robust infrastructure, and implement comprehensive urban planning that will be able to support the sustainable growth. My colleague Dennis Aseto has been having conversations throughout the week since Monday with various leaders within the county government of Uasin Gishu County, and they've been able to highlight how important this transition will be, and they want to get it right from the get-go in terms of clean energy, in terms of embracing modern technology, equally expanding the town upwards in terms of building skyscrapers to maximize on the space they have within Eldoret City. That is a photo op with the team captain Faith Kipyegon, of course, showing her gold medal in the just concluded Olympics. Definitely made Kenya proud, becoming the first woman ever to win consecutive gold medals in the 1500 meters race. The other team members right there with a one-on-one photo op with President William Ruto. And of course, you can see the smile on his face, a reflection of the level we hold our athletes, because they're the best Kenyan envoys in the other continents, Europe, you name it. We are definitely known for not just our tourism sector, but equally our athletes who make sure they fly the Kenyan flag high. And President William Ruto will be making his way a little bit later on to the Eldoret Sports Club, which is still filled with entertainment currently as they await the arrival of the athletes, the Olympian champions, and the president, alongside Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who is still accompanying the president, as well as National Assembly Speaker, who we saw a little bit earlier on, Moses Wetangula, who is equally present in Eldoret town, soon to become city. There you have it, the sports and youth cabinet secretaries equally present. Kipchumba Murkomen, who assumed that role not too long ago, transitioning from the Transport and Roads Ministry, where he was in charge a little bit earlier on in the previous cabinet. But there you have it, entertainment still going on at the Eldoret Sports Club, even as President William Ruto continues to mingle with the Olympic champions, led by the team captain, Faith Kipyegon, who is definitely flying the Kenyan flag high in the respective races she participates in. Not just her, equally joined by Beatrice Chebet, right there next to the president, who won the 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters race in the just concluded Paris Olympics. They made Kenya proud, as I mentioned earlier, emerged 17th overall, with the US being number one. But we were the first country in Africa in terms of the medal rankings. So as we mentioned, it's all to do with the official recognition of Eldoret as the 5th city of the Republic of Kenya, right after Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, and now Eldoret town will soon become a city once they're conferred upon that particular title by President William Ruto, who is still at the State Lodge. Mind you, he'll be making his way soon to Eldoret Sports Club, where our camera lenses are still trained. Remember, do keep it here on KTN, where we will give you wall-to-wall coverage of this all-important event. Feel free to interact with us using the hashtag Eldoret City Launch. Give us your expectations in terms of the road ahead for the city, because they will definitely need to embrace the challenges that will come forth, as I mentioned, in terms of enhanced public service, enhanced robust infrastructure, and implementing comprehensive urban planning that supports sustainable growth. Remember, Eldoret is strategically positioned with a vibrant economy based on agriculture and a dynamic population. If I'm not wrong, as per the last census, they indicated that Eldoret is home to nearly 1.6 million people. As you can see, the town, along with its surrounding areas, is definitely flourishing, and the success is a testament of some of the tireless efforts we've seen and the spirit of